should tread lightly or risk being attacked on sight. Outside the city walls, however, is where your role in the fight against the Void really begins to take shape.
We're gonna have a
The
look at
strength
this.
of the Sunwell infuses
Deep
Eversong
dive.
Woods with restorative energy,
Midnight.
healing much of the damage
Get
of
warmed
wars
up.
past and filling the zone with new growth
We got a little bit of stuff to
and
do,
new
then we can
life.
finally hop
All
in
of what you remember
to
of this
gaming.
lush,
Probably
thriving
just a
forest
teensy
is here.
bit
But
after
Eversong is also a reimagined landscape of increased scale and greater
Probably the plan.
beauty. Most noticeably,
So look.
the Ghostlands and Eversong Woods are now joined into
Let's have a
one
little
large
look.
zone,
Get warmed up.
which is itself joined to the Eastern
Busy day today,
Kingdoms.
man. Busy day.
Eversong's flourishing fluorescence
Oh, there's
is not
drops now.
without complication. Though the Sunwell's light
Yeah,
is a
they
boon
have-
to
they
the
have, like, this little,
environment,
this little
its
guy.
surging power causes pockets
Yeah, I
of
think so,
light
yeah.
bloom,
This
small
little pet guy.
groves of light-enriched growth, to experience surges of their
New
own.
drops.
The light bloom's rampant propagation, if left unchecked, threatens to smother
fun.
all life
I'll,
under an overgrown tangle.
Guy.
Your adventures through Eversong will have you investigating the light bloom,
Yup.
dealing with the aftermath of a hawkstrider chick
That
gone
little feller.
wild, helping a suspicious apothecary with questionable motives,
That's cool.
untangling the secrets of two feuding nobles, and even getting caught up in a sinister murder
Jenny!
plot, alongside Magister Umbric as he works to crack the secrets of the Void.
Thanks for the sub!
It is
Maybe
up
last
to
night,
you
before showing
how
Sorry,
your
bro.
story progresses
That's tough to do.
beyond
I'll be able to show you
Eversong
today,
Woods,
though.
with 3 available paths you can tackle in any order.
Sorry, brother.
Brave the ancient troll kingdom of Zulaman. Investigate the
Yeah.
gnarled hidden roots of Harandar. Or accompany Arator
we got
on
it
his
fired
journey
up.
to better understand the light, the void.
His little fat goblin
and
man. He looks like
himself.
I thought he was like a baby pit lord.
Zulaman finds the Armani troll empire at one of its lowest
Look at that
points.
weapon. He's got
The
like a
homeland
blade.
of warlord Zuljin. Zulaman was once a place where Loa bestowed to the Armani their godly strength and were devoutly revered in kind. The temples still stand,
This stuff looks
weathered
great,
but proud. The eagle, the lynx, the dragonhawk, and the bear. Ascend windswept sky-scraping peaks,
play a little bit of that
explore
today.
ruins shrouded in fog, traverse stormy wilds teeming with vicious beasts, and accompany Zuljara, granddaughter of Zuljin, and the pragmatic pillar of strength now leading the Armani, as she seeks a means to save her people from void-aligned cultists and the monsters they revere. The Armani are invaluable allies in the defense against Xalatath's invading force. If you help them fight for their home, they will help you fight for yours.
Okay, I gotta go in and
At the confluence of the world tree's roots lies an impossible primordial jungle known as Harandar. It is here that Azeroth's entire history wraps, twists, and braids, a literal entanglement of all that has been and all that will be. Harandar is a land of magical, powerful growth. Fungal towers, glowing moss bridges, and entire
feeling
villages
it.
sprout from Harandar's wild, organic fabrics. The pulsing heart of this knotted tangle is the cradle,
I'm alright with
once
it,
the
but
domain of a nascent goddess, long vanished, and now the home of the Haranir, who have for generations lived secretly under its soothing light. The reclusive Haranir are a proud and insular people.
Alright, sweet pea.
They have long avoided interfering in matters of the world
Playing
above,
for a little
but
bit.
Xalatath's destructive
Listening
ambition
to
does
the
not
deep
stop
dive
at
and
the
whatnot.
surface, and the
And then after this is
Haranir can no
over,
longer afford the luxury
I can actually
of
probably show you guys
neutrality.
some
There
stuff.
is another way you can help with the defense of Azeroth against Xalatath's cruel machinations. Accompany Erator, son of
Gotta get a little bit of
Terralia and
games, though.
Ilaria Windrunner, on a continent-spanning
bit,
journey
there's a
in the
wiggle
hopes of bolstering the Sunwell and strengthening the vanguard of the light.
Arguably,
This
maybe
story-driven
just a couple of games
adventure
today,
finds
but
you
we're keeping
traveling
going.
with Erator as he searches
just
for
keeping our
sacred
rhythm going
relics
here.
and attempts to peel back the mysteries of the Void,
Well, you know what? No, we
all
should've got
while
the games
grappling
we
with
didn't
his
have to
own
take
relationships to his family and the light. Erator's mission
got
brings
something to
new
do.
experiences to familiar
I sent my
locations.
disc.
Defend Light's Hope Chapel from an attack by Scourge
I
forces.
usually do see what you're sending me
Fight
on
through
disc.
the darkened corridors of
Was it,
Scarlet Monastery to
right,
put to
yeah,
rest
yeah,
those
sorry.
who would pervert the light for their own nefarious
Yeah, I wasn't able to get
gain,
on last
and
night, sorry,
work
man.
with Sunwalker Desco in Hammerfall to help Erator
is juicy,
in discovering the paladin he aspires to become.
juicy.
Arator's story
Realistically,
reaches
you
its
probably don't
climax
really
in the
have to
shadow
work on
of
that,
Black
though.
Rock Mountain, when
I feel like
alongside
you
the
have to
sons
be,
of Lothar,
doing
he must
WoW
face
stuff
the
for a
weight
bit.
of
Sorry,
his
man.
father's legacy and decide once and for all whether
Like,
he
it's
is
about
willing
to
to
end up being WoW
rise
time
to
for
meet
WoW
it.
Alpha and stuff.
The raging center
Yeah.
of an unraveling shadowy maelstrom,
We had to
and the
put a little extra
epicenter
work
of
in on a little
Zalatas'
something
power.
last night. But we'll be able
Void
to show it to you
Storm
guys here pretty soon.
overflows with violence, chaos, and hostility.
Sorry, brother.
Storm fields twist and fold its space. Gravity becomes untethered and tethers again. Insatiable void creatures known as Dominar stalk the storm, each one as unique and ancient as it is hateful and hungry.
This is kind of neat,
They
though,
carry
huh?
on their eternal hunt for power under the black gaze of 3 enormous nexus points, hubs of the malicious dark energy Zalatath draws upon to fuel her void spar and conduct her unyielding assault against the Sunwell. Join Azeroth's champions and the Void Elves in their quest to understand what powers this storm and stave off its approach. Though much of the world of Midnight lies in the ominous shade of the encroaching void, there is at least one refuge for the weary, the Arcantina. What began as a hidden sanctuary is now a not-so-secret tavern haven for Horde and Alliance alike. A big, cozy space filled by music, chatter, and life. If the void is the bleak and the cold, the Arcantina is its opposite. A warm spark in the heart of every patron. It is a place to gather with friends, find the perfect comfy sitting room, or just soak in the atmosphere of a well-traveled watering hole. As a crossway for people of all kinds, the Arcantina also serves as a source of new adventures. Familiar faces stop by here and there, spinning stories and offering quests that send you far across Azeroth in search of relics of the past. Follow the
I think
course
this is
they
like a
set
place
for
where you
you
can get, like,
to discover a fresh perspective on
Maybe get like
familiar
quest line stuff to follow in
locations.
there, like little cozy
Zalatath
lore
is determined in her destiny, an unrelenting foe with an army that never sleeps. But you can't live every moment in grim resistance. The Arcantina is always here, should you find yourself in need of a little respite.
Little cozy stuff in there. That's cute. Isn't that nice?
The mysteries of the origins of the void and the knowledge and power to stop it are not
That's
to be
cute.
found only on the surface. For true deliverance, as always, hides in snarled labyrinths, looming temples, deadly ruins. These delves, dungeons, and raids are the real font of power, the sacred and defiled spaces from which strength is not
Honestly,
just
it's like a
earned,
pretty cozy
but
expansion
taken.
so far. Pretty cozy.
Across this
Some cool
void,
stuff, for
darkened
sure. Pretty
world
cozy.
hide myriad delves overflowing with incalculable danger. Located on the Isle of Quel'Danas, Parhelion Plaza is an outdoor delve that drops you into the heart of the defense of the Sunwell. Fight against the surge of the Void's attack by restoring Parhelion's defenses, commanding an artillery of light, ducking into pocket dimensions and putting down Gladius Slana, a Dominar who uses summoned Voidwalkers as weapons against your stand. Expect to plunge the depths of 9 other delves and 1 seasonal nemesis delve when Midnight launches. You do not have to face these delves alone. Valera Sanguinar is a powerful new companion with a rogue-minded approach to
she's,
problem solving. As a
gonna
DPS,
be our
her
buddy.
killing spree ability has her moving through the shadows to lash
She's a
out at
brawn.
multiple enemies.
Just
As
got
a
interesting.
healer, she uses vampiric reaping to rip away the life force of enemies into orbs you can collect to heal.
It is kind of neat to
And as
have
a
the idea.
tank, she uses
Like, is she
your
gonna be our
first
buddy, like, the whole
mistake
time?
to
I wonder.
taunt and do damage
cool, though.
over time to any enemy that turns their back on her to attack her ally. Valera is also
Different
a prolific provider
delve
of
buddies.
poisons that, depending on her role, empower
Pretty
you
cool.
with more damage, better avoidance, increased speed, and more. Your adventures in Midnight eventually lead you down darker paths, paths that end in overgrown corridors and ruin-stricken relics, forgotten places of powers best left unstirred. Yet these dungeons promise plunder worthy of the peril, should you have the courage to overcome the challenges within. Windrunner Spire, the former residence of the Windrunner family, haunts the skyline of Eversong Wood's western shore. The strained relationship of its namesake sisters, Varisa, Sylvanas, and Ilaria, imbues its halls with a sullen, spiteful energy. The restless spirits bound to this animosity threaten all who draw near. Among these spirits walks the Windrunner's sole brother, Lirith, who needs your help in quelling this restlessness and clearing his once great home of hate. Serenity, however, is not so easily claimed. There are other forces that seek dominion over this domain.
This is actually a dungeon.
Emberdawn, a fire-colored dragonhawk, claims the dilapidated gardens of the spire as a nest for her young. She is fiercely territorial, answering intruders with both talon and flame. The derelict duo comprised of the Banshee Callis and her loyal abomination Latch lead a band of fanatical undead in a hunt for relics tied to Sylvanas. They meet outside interference with a mix of shattering magic and brute strength. Commander Trump, a merciless orc who oversaw countless conquests during the Second War that took Lirith Windrunner's life, stalks the spire with an insatiable bloodlust. Since being slain in vengeance by Ilaria, Krolok knows only torment and the desire to pass it on. The restless heart, a concentrated whirlwind of grief and suffering born from the conflict of the Windrunner sisters, envelops all who remain in turbulent turmoil. This swirling specter takes the form of a ranger, combining the power of the wind with volleys of arrows to cut down the uninvited. Windrunner Spire was, at one point, a living embodiment of family and of legacy. With the help of Lirith and your allies, you can make it so once more. 7 more dungeons await you in Midnight, each one crawling with the cutthroat and the craven. Magister's Terrace and Murder Row in Eversong Woods, the Den of Nalorak and Mysara Caverns in Zulaman, Blinding Vale in Harandar, and the Voidscar Arena and Nexus Point Zenith in Voidstorm. The most tyrannical antagonists of Azeroth work their dark deeds from within Midnight's 3 new raids. The Void Spire, where 6 bosses hold court over the heart of the Void, and muster against the amassing vanguard of the light as it readies to storm the walls of Xalatath's stronghold. The Dream Rift, where you must join in the hunt for an undreamt god that never should have been, and put down half-birthed abominations that lash out against existence itself.
Room and put on all her clothes.
And the march on Quell Danas, an encounter still shrouded by the fog of war, beyond the known presence of Beloren, the void-corrupted phoenix, who stakes a ceaseless watch over the entrance to the chambers for 2 months. The Void threatens to end all of Azeroth, to rend the world in the squall of a black tempest. But the extraordinary power it carries does provide opportunities to those heroes willing to embrace it. Devoured demon hunters bend the Void to their will, ripping Void fragments from their enemies and using them as the power source for cataclysmic spells. They are mid-range damage dealers, armed with a summonable Void scythe, darting in and out of the fray as they dance on the line between control and chaos. Voidblade and Hungering Slash work in concert. Dash into melee range to deliver a series of crushing Void scythe attacks, then use Vengeful Retreat to escape the enemy's reprisal. You can also start this combo off with a Void-charged The Hunt. Metamorphosis transforms you into a familiar state of cursed power. The more you feed it, the longer it lasts. Ride the wave of annihilation by tearing apart souls and staying alive. Reap is a sweeping scythe attack that consumes all of your soul fragments for one massive burst of damage. Use Void Ray to cut through enemies in a straight line and leave them smoldering. Collapsing Star channels the immense energy of a dying star, focusing it into one single destructive blast. The more you cast it during your Void metamorphosis, the stronger it gets. Demon hunters also find themselves with new disciples in Midnight. Void elves are sharpening their warglaives and joining the hunt.
The mythical rewards, yeah. Definitely.
Newly awakened to the dire threat of Midnight, the Haranir join the fight for the surface as the next playable allied race. Haranir are deeply entwined with the organic world. Theirs is a culture shaped not by cities or by conquest, but by the roots, the stones, the quiet pulse of the deepest breath of the world. Their armor, their weapons, their skin, all are infused with the inner light of organic power. Even the mightiest primordial predator in Harandar knows to fear the telltale luminescence of a Hananir's markings in the dense jungle brush. They are primal, ferocious hunters, a force of nature unto themselves, who possess the racial ability to travel along the roots of the world from Harandar to any world tree, or from anywhere back to Harandar. Haranir are versatile warriors who can choose from a wide range of paths, including those of the warrior, hunter, rogue, priest, shaman, mage, warlock, monk, and druid. The last of which has all new forms that reflect the Haranir's unique connection to those hidden parts of the earth.
Oh, it's a remake different color variant? Okay, cool, nice.
Prey is a secret opt-in initiative run out of Silvermoon City by Astalor Bloodstone, a blood elf with what some might call a colorful past. Astalor is after one thing: anguish, a powerful magic siphoned from Azeroth's deadliest threats. And he's offering generous compensation to heroes who are courageous or foolhardy enough to go chase it. Astalor's lair in Murder Row is your base of operations for Prey. The place where you pick your targets, track your progress, and collect your rewards, including cosmetics, mounts, titles, and housing items. The deeper you go, the harder the challenges, and the more you unlock. Prey has 3 difficulties. Normal, which serves as an introduction to the system, along with offering plenty of challenge. Hard, where the ambushes get meaner and the encounters more intense. And Nightmare, which is just about the fastest way to gain intimate knowledge of Midnight's many new and scenic graveyards.
What kind of loot we're getting out of there?
Prey can ambush you at any time, whether you're questing, exploring,
I'm not doing a whole lot of mop right now.
Business. Each time you defeat your target, you increase your advantage by tiring them out and buying time to find whatever dark hole they're hiding in. Higher difficulties incorporate torments, personal afflictions that only impact you. Torments cause a wide range of effects, like creating an AoE damage puddle under recently deceased foes, or haunting you with a bloody spirit that deals lethal damage when it catches you. A torment can also manifest in the form of Astalor's impatience, forcing you to make a kill within a specific time limit before Astalor simply extracts his payment from you. Prey targets are all different, and all deadly. Magister Sunbreaker, a disgraced blood elf whose reckless magic is a threat to Silvermoon and everyone near it. High Vindicator Vareem, a zealot who believes the void can only be defeated by covering the entire world in holy flame, and is ready to put that belief to the test. Executor Canius, a sadistic dominar whose primary hobby is murdering anyone foolish enough to challenge his martial prowess. Prey is a way to add excitement, unpredictability, and challenge to your journey through Midnight. But be warned, there's a reason Astalor isn't chasing these targets himself.
I need more
For
of
those
that.
who tread the worn paths and soaring skyways of Azeroth,
More info on
it is more
Prey,
than
indeed.
a world, more than story, character, or conflict. Azeroth is, and always will be, home.
This looks
Housing
pretty
in Midnight is dedicated to that ineffable feeling of being part of something bigger, of something greater, of living a real life as a true part of a real world. Housing in WoW is built to give you boundless self-expression in the place you call yours. Collect hundreds of decorations and dive deep on customization. Place, rotate, scale, and move items to your heart's content. This is more than changing a coat of paint or choosing a different picture frame. It's a sandbox for your imagination. World of Warcraft has over 2 decades of content, and the time you've spent in Azeroth over the years will yield a bounty of housing
Seems like they're doing it like pretty dang well.
Milestones like completing your Legion Order Hall campaign or finishing completionist achievements like Back to the Beyond will award housing items post facto. You'll also earn decor through dungeons and raids, reputation vendors, achievements, quest lines, housing endeavors, the auction house, holidays and live events, and
We're just kind of getting
crafting.
warmed up today, I think.
All professions from all expansions can craft
Maybe one more
decor.
so we can watch this together.
Search the world for lumber,
I'm not like
a
super
new
excited
gathering
for housing
resource,
necessarily.
and use it
because,
to craft decorations that
however,
can
I
be
think
bought
it
and
will
sold
probably be
on
cooler.
the auction house.
like once we can actually do it.
Many
And I can
housing-specific
still
items
recognize
can
the
be
big problem with
dyed,
it.
giving you greater control of the
Yeah,
finer
housing
details
services
of
like super
decorating.
important to me, but I'll probably mess
Imagine
around with
your
it.
dream home. Collect and craft
think
the
it's cool.
decor to bring it to reality.
And I can definitely recognize that a lot of
Tweak
people will
it
really
until
love
it is
too.
just right. Floor plans are flexible. You can rotate and stack rooms to create multi-floor structures. A variety of room types and shapes are available, including normal squares and rectangles, L and T hallways, as well as some more fantastical configurations. Advanced mode takes the toolset even further, allowing you to adjust each piece of decor exactly as you want. Rotate, float, scale, and more to make your home a perfect reflection of your taste. And that's just the inside. The outside of your house is also customizable. Place your home where you want it
really
on your
sparse
plot.
or like just
Add fountains,
packed with random
statues,
junk.
planters, and more. Change out your
in
windows.
terms of the housing stuff?
Pick the perfect
Probably like
chimney.
at
Add
least
a
half the
tower,
people who play
and
WoW.
decide on
Probably.
the door of your
I'd say.
dreams. Exterior plots also have the same advanced
Quite a
mode
few
as
people
interiors for even more
Care about housing, I
modification.
think.
At Midnight's official
could
launch,
be about 50-50
you'll have
though.
a choice between exterior themes
Yeah.
based on orcs,
It's at least
humans,
half and
blood
likely
elves,
much
and
more than
night
half.
elves.
So
These aren't just skins. They're
What do you like to
full
do in WoW?
architectural styles with unique customization options. Orc homes feature hide rooftops,
yeah, this is looking like it's going to
bonfires,
be a
and
bit of a
rugged
cozy
surfaces.
expansion, which is not a
Human
bad thing.
homes are rustic, with
Yeah.
sturdy stone walls, warm wooden floors, and colorful banners.
Looks like it's going to be pretty
Level
cozy.
up your house to unlock more flexibility. New rooms and floors, bigger house sizes, increases in the number of spots for decor, and
Probably a
more.
big cozy
Every
/
house
PvE
is in a
expansion. We'll
shared
see.
zone known as a
We'll see.
neighborhood, where you and others can show off your homes, build community, and participate in rolling challenges to earn housing rewards. Neighborhoods feature a wide variety of biomes, from spooky forests and coastal plains in Founder's Point to lush oases and windswept bluffs in razor-wind shores. All contain different kinds of plots. Some are secluded and quiet, while others are clustered for the socially vibrant. Your neighborhood is faction-coded in its aesthetics, but not faction-exclusive in its residency. You have the choice between two types of neighborhood. Private
Yeah.
neighborhoods where guilds or groups
ER
of friends
and
can form their
SVD.
own space. Public neighborhoods where you'll find a home among friends
here you go.
you haven't met yet.
I'll link it for you. Nothing
Private
too
neighborhoods
crazy,
come
but
in two varieties.
I mostly do
Guild neighborhoods, which
bodybuilding.
scale to fit your
Those are my
guild
best lists.
roster, and charter neighborhoods, which are capped at 50 homes and are
know
perfect for tight-knit
if we're going to get anywhere
communities.
close to those anytime soon.
Endeavors
but
are monthly
maybe we'll improve on it at some
neighborhood-wide
point.
activities that bring everyone
see.
together to complete tasks,
It's possible.
unlock themed decorations,
But we just
and
finished doing a
contribute
show,
to
like
helping
my
your
own show,
neighborhood evolve.
in the beginning of August, so
Participate in endeavors to earn
we're slowly
house
on the way up
XP
now.
and community
that was after,
coupons
we
that
kinda
give you
stayed
access
relatively
to
lean for like 3
exclusive
years
decor.
competing. But now we
Above
get to
all,
grow a
housing
little
is
bit for a
designed to
little while,
help
so
you
that's
find
kinda
your
cool.
perfect space and
See what we can do,
transform
you know?
it to your own fantasy haven. To create your own home, sweet home.
And there you have it.
So no
Thank
mention
you
of the new
so
PvP
much on
battleground,
behalf of
but
the
we'll
entire
have
World
to
of
check that
Warcraft
out.
team
Let's ask
for
about
joining
that a
us
little
for this overview of Midnight. And if after what you just saw you can't wait to get your hands on housing, don't worry, because it's coming your way if you have Midnight in early December of this year. Thank you again, and we'll see you in Azeroth.
All right. Let's see. So, just a double omega triple check. The embargo is lifted. Once this little thing is over, we can actually watch the Fury video that I made yesterday. Show you guys some stuff. With a little gameplay, you know? And then I think you guys will get to play at some point
Friends,
too, right?
we hope you've enjoyed this deeper look
I think so.
at midnight. But as you can see, this fight is far from over.
I think so.
The drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth needs her champions. Now.
We're gonna post this
more
bad
than
boy
ever.
with no thumbnail, no nothing. No thumbnail, no nothing. Just gonna send it out to the world. Let me, Cool, good job, Liz. Now let me quickly fire this video up for you guys. Why did it just say it was a draft? 1 second. I will return in a moment. We're gonna post this live for you. We'll go from there. All right. Now we can watch the premiere of this video together. The premiere. Let's see if it's available. There it goes. All right. Here we go. We can all watch this together. That'll be lovely. That'll be lovely. Nice pictures you got? I'm not sure. Just throw it out there. There we go. Loud. There you go. I'll turn it down a little bit. See about these Fury talents, huh? See what's going on. The Fury. Oh boy. I'm a little concerned about arms, but I don't know. Frequently am anyway. Fury has some pretty cool stuff though.
Yo, what's up, guys? So
that was really loud. Now this is gonna be really quiet.
Blizzard has actually given us a chance to check out things just a teeny tiny little bit early. So we won't be releasing this until everything's all good to talk about it. But I do want to record a quick little.
I recorded this late last night. I was tired.
We do actually have access to the player talents.
We can take a look
in the very first iteration.
Take a little gander.
So,
but yeah, things are
stuff. We're going to talk about
almost certainly going to change from this video, but
it's almost certain to change.
Like I was saying,
things are off to a pretty.
Let's
cool
crank
start.
it all the way up.
Let's have a look at Fury.
There.
So don't take my actual points that I have assigned as any sort of indication of what's gonna be good or whatever.
Move this a little bit.
I'm just messing around with Mountain Thane because it has some interesting ways of synergizing. It feels pretty good to cleave, just kind of like a fun setup. So I love Slayer, but I'm gonna mess around with Mountain Thane first but it's also a fine place to sort
Mountain
of
Pain does feel
guide
pretty
you
fun.
through the warrior side of the tree
Even
and
though
the
it
fury
was
side of the tree.
later.
Okay. So let's get started. I am gonna just read through all of these to you guys, and we're gonna go through it together. So let's see what's up. So starting off with Zerker stance and D stance, like usual. Going into fast footwork, war machine, leeching strikes, and thunderclap as usual. Got impending victory, heroic leap, and stormbolt as options. Going down into second wind, frothing berserker, bounding stride, pain and gain, and then we have intervene. But we have a new ability called interpose, which is running at a high speed towards a target location
Yeah, that's
near
interesting.
your allies, which is just taking 30% of all damage dealt to allies within 3 yards for 8 seconds.
So it's like
Or
absorbing
until you
AoE.
take at least a certain chunk of damage. So, I mean, is this supposed to just shield people from AoE attacks, perhaps, rather than like a actual hit? So that's gonna be kind of interesting for tanks, I guess.
Yeah.
Then we have second wind, frothing
I don't think you really want to use
Berserker,
that as-
right. Then we go through that. Then we have spell reflect,
As the
overwhelming
DPS.
rage. We have rallying
Not sure about that
cry.
one.
We have crackling thunder. We have shockwave. So things are looking pretty standard so far. Strength.
You doing your little
armor,
spinny boost on the wingless horse?
reflex, which I think is a little bit buffed. I think now it's. I thought it was 5% before. Now it might be 10, which is cool.
Pretty funny.
Then we have piercing howl or berserker shout. We have fear. We have the rumbling earth for like longer shockwave, or sorry, bigger shockwave range with shorter cooldown on it if we hit 3 targets. We have armor and stam. We have barbaric training, which is buffing slam, thunderclap, whirlwind. We have concussive blows, a shorter
Not a
cooldown.
lot changed until you get a little bit further down the
More
tree.
damage to targets that we land a pummel on. Double time. We have our fear options. We have a new one called Resonant Voice, which the effects of your shouts are 20% longer.
Could be a thing.
This is mostly applying to like Berserker Shout and Rallying Cry, and then I think Piercing Howl as well. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, kind of cool.
I'm not 100% sold on that one, but okay, interesting. Then we have a Rend,
Check this
is a
out.
talent for Fury,
The
but
heck?
also Blood and Thunder, which makes Thunderclap rend targets in AoE. So this is another reason why I wanted to try out Mountain Pain,
Rend is Fury?
because you can do a whole lot of like bleed
They just
Fury
love
stuff.
Rend, man.
Actually pretty neat. So I'm
They're
just
always trying to get
I
us
think
to
it's
use
new, it's
Rend.
different, so I'm like, yeah, let's try it out. Then we have Cruel Strikes, critical strike chance increase.
Always trying to get us to use
critical
Rend.
Strike damage of execute increase with 10%. This is probably a talent I would actually move somewhere else
heck, huh?
as this particular build. Where though? I don't know. Maybe
Always
last-
want us to use Rend.
I don't know. That's kind of a interesting one. And then you could also take the other new talent here. Just do that. I would like to have haste, but this will do for now. I'll show it to you in a second. So, dual wield specialization, damage increase, movement speed increase, really nice. Deft strikes, mastery increase, and auto attack damage increase by 100%. That's cool for Fury because we have Berserker stance increasing our auto attack damage, which is neat. We have crushing force, bloodthirst deals more damage, and has increased critical strike damage. So this is used to be 2 points you could put in that. Now it's only 1. This is your wrecking throw and shattering throw option is now down here. And then you have an option between retaliation, which is like where you actually have to get hit to attack back, or you could do sidearm, which it just procs an attack, which is probably better overall. But maybe for leveling, when you're getting hit frequently, you could do that. But anyway, you got some options. Or for Thane, you could maybe do instead of this, you could like pain and gain. I don't know why crackling thunder is really
Yeah, it's kind of a strange combo there.
kind of like a weird option. Not really sure what we can move for that. Maybe concussive blows can go into that for
Feels like
mountain damage,
intervene
just
should
have
like,
thunderclap
I don't
stuff.
know,
That'd be kind of fun.
be switch with
Then
that or
down at
something.
the bottom we have anger management.
Kinda weird.
Only applies to reckless.
Intervene probably not,
doesn't
'cause you don't
apply
want to have that
haste
attach
on
anything either.
Fury, which is a bit of a bummer.
Utility is okay to have it.
We have last
behind
stand, which is
something.
for everybody. It's like a pseudo cheat death.
But yeah, that's kind of interesting.
When your health is dropped below 20%, you
an automatic
marshal
thing.
your inner strength to increase your maximum health by 30% for 15 seconds. Instantly heal yourself for that amount. It can only occur.
You can't last stand at high
once
health
every
to like
4
endure a
minutes,
hit.
but
You have to be like
kind of making
low
warriors
health.
a little harder to kill.
Kind of interesting. Like you could be killed right through your
So
last stand.
spear
maybe,
now,
right?
they
If
changed
you get
spear
killed
to
from like
two
21%
targets.
to dead, that
So
last
first
stand
spear
doesn't do
target
anything,
location,
right?
training all enemies in the area for 6
Kinda
seconds
weird.
and pulling them to within 8 yards of the spear, which is kind of what it did before, right? Sort of. It
Not
didn't
that
really
great
yank them
potentially, you
before,
know?
but now it does. Like it pulls them within 8 yards of the spear. It's like, okay, what's
Spear
that?
doesn't sound better to
The
me.
first time an enemy runs
But you
away
get
from the
the
spear while
6
changing
second thing no
pulled
matter
towards
what,
the
which is
spear.
kind of cool, I guess.
That's kind of interesting. Does that maybe help people not bug out of it? So the issues before is it didn't last very long and people could bug out of it, and everybody could get out of it really easily. I wonder if the ways people could get out of Spear are still ways.
But now you can get out of it even easier, right? All you have to do is get pulled back one time, and you're free.
And then they moved one of our really nice talents into a baseline talent, which we probably won't have access to.
I don't know.
I say that now though, but remember, we're gonna be gaining levels, and every level we gain is gonna be is probably gonna alternate between a Fury and Warrior trees. So maybe we will be able to get that. Maybe we don't need to be worried about that. But I think being on the baseline tree could be good.
They took away Thunder's Roar, which is the actual good one, which is like okay.
Makes it more comfortable to take Battlefield Commander and Mastering Commander. So I spoke about it negatively there for a moment, but I think this actually could be good because we're gonna get more talents to put in our tree. So. It's looking like we might not have access to everything we want, but remember, we get like 5 more talents each, I think. So 5 more talent points each, so it's gonna look good. So the Fury tree has been changed more. So let's look at this. So Bloodthirst, right? Starting off with Bloodthirst, then we have our Enraged option, right? We have Raging Blow, Fresh Meat, Enraged Regen, Improved Raging Blow,
like Moth Blast Stand,
Chaos. Sudden
well,
death.
it just goes off on its own.
Between Invigorating Fury or
so if you're 21% health and you die, you're not gonna get this
where it just
final tier talent on a 4-minute cooldown.
Force ability.
You're just dead.
And I'm gonna skip.
You actually have to go to 20% health or below.
What's up? So this is Whirlwind just deals more damage when it hits 3 or more targets, and you have no stacks.
There's a lot of things with the Warrior tree that I'm like, this is not better.
Encourages you to use your rotation well, use all your stacks, and then for a big Whirlwind. Currently, it doesn't seem to be buffing the damage of Thunderclap.
Real quick.
If it does, that would be cool.
I'm a little concerned about some of these things.
And then you have, while Improved Whirlwind is active, Rampage strikes all targets in front of you for physical damage. So, deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. So it's like just more AOE buff, right? It just deals increased damage, and it hits all targets in front of you, or it only hits those targets in front of you for that amount of damage. Anyway. There's some potential for more Fury AoE there, I think. Definitely worth testing. Then we have Improved Bloodthirst. There's a lot of these points that used to be like 2 points, but now it's just 1 point, I think. But this one's still 2 points. So Bloodthirst damage increased by 10% and critical strike damage increased by 5%. So this is kind of weird though. Look at the talent. It increases the crit chance by 5% no matter what. And then you put another point and it just increases it by 10. Damage by 10, but the crit strike is still 5.
Yeah, the crit stays the same and the damage goes up. It's like, well,
whatever. We have Rampage.
You kind of want to see the damage go up, or the crit chance too, but 10% crit chance, I guess, is kind of a lot baseline.
Only goes to 1 point.
It's kind of weird to not have the second point really benefit you fully.
Is still the same.
They really want you to crit as a Fury Warrior now, though.
This is different, right? Rampage.
You crit with recklessness, but you may actually want to build for crit a little bit.
Hack and Slash is still in, but you
right?
kind of choose between one or the other. But maybe not eventually when you have more points, right? Yeah, Blood Craze. Blood Craze is now critical strike damage of Bloodthirst, not critical strike chance.
Yeah.
So but it still stacks
so
up
they're wanting you to have crit chance on your character.
Bloodthirst, critical strikes increase the damage of Raging Blow by 10%. So there's going to be a lot of these things where like crits do certain things.
And they're kind of short.
I think they are trying to make
like
crit
4-second
stat for Fury.
So it's like they want you to use that button like
could be a thing.
the next global or the one
targets
after.
Critically struck. This is another thing. Targets critically struck by Bloodthirst take 20% increase.
Next 2 globals need to be
for additional damage from your
for 10% damage buff. Like
you get another bleed in the form of deep wounds. So Fury not only gets rend.
They're trying.
If you want it, Thunderclap, it also gets deep wounds. So this is coming from execute only. It causes the target to suffer bleed damage over 6 seconds. So you have deep wounds, you have a gushing wound, you have Bloodborne, which buffing your bleed damage. Then you have rend. Then if you come down a little bit, you're gonna have Odin's Fury as well. So there's a lot of bleeds. The bleed Fury build is back potentially. So you have recklessness,
that's what I'm trying right now.
massacre, low health execute, but higher health. We have Wrath of Fury, just a little bit of Raging Blow damage and chance to reset itself into Rampage and Rune like we talked about. Deft Expertise, which Bloodthirst's chance to enrage you is increased by 20%. And if you're enraged, Bloodthirst extends enrage by 1 second. That's 2 points for that. So we have, I think it's a Bloodthirst is a 50% chance to enrage you normally. And then you have, I can just hover over the ability, right?
It's not
then you have 65 and then 85.
It's like a 30% chance to enrage you no matter what.
Still 65. Okay, so with all of this together, it's 65% chance to do it. Okay, so that's a good chance to enrage. Then you always, you'll always enrage the first time. That's kind of nice to just charge it in Bloodthirst and you're enraged. I like that talent. But that's cool. So that's a 65% chance to enrage you. And so when you do it,
One of these talents I'll show you here in a second is like
keep it going, and then the crits.
really cool.
If you do this talent, but there's critical strikes that are twice as much.
It's something I've been
rage you for another 2 seconds. So
saying we should have for a while.
Eventually. So
Not as powerful as the version I suggested,
5
but
additional rage and increase
maybe
damage
cooler
and
in
rampage.
a way.
They have all these abilities like where if you
We'll see.
do something or crit something with one ability, then it gives you a buff to the next ability. So
Yeah.
they're trying to encourage you to not just spam one thing. Like you kind of actually rotate between your abilities, which I think is good.
Yeah.
Right? So if you crit a
We'll see.
you crit a bloodthirst, you do raging blow for a
Yeah,
bit,
we'll
right?
see, we'll see.
You stack up a couple stacks.
It's a
of
cool
raging
idea though.
blow,
I like what they're
but
thinking. Have the rotation.
does more
Do
damage.
like a little bit more like weaving
Execute,
attacks
and
in.
you're gonna want to rampage right after, right?
Like that
And
idea.
Maybe that rampage will feed you some hack and slash things, or rampage will increase the damage of your next bloodthirst by 10%, right? So there's gonna be a lot of things that
A lot of potential
what
here,
Fury
you know?
does well, which is always
A lot
giving
of
you a good
potential.
button to press, and I feel like that's especially the case with Thane. And it could be even nice with Slayer. Right now, Slayer felt like there's like a little bit of gaps in the rotation, but that's probably because I just need to spec differently or whatever. But Thane feels really good right now. Thane feels smooth. You always have buttons.
Yeah, no anger management for.
I'm even using Odin's
Bladestorm.
Fury as Thane.
Rough.
Because Bladestorm does not
Rough.
get its CD reduced by anger management. It will get its CD reduced by
That's for
Slayer,
arms, too.
which will
No-
probably
no-
still feel nice.
No
to
anger
pair that up
management on
with the
on
Slayer and
Bladestorm for
Bladestorm,
arms,
but
dude. I think
Thane
arms
might
is kind of
like Odin's Fury, which is
not
fine.
looking good.
Odin's Fury is cool, and it gets buffed by the stuff. So check this stuff out, man. So when Raging Blow resets its own
If they give
cooldown,
enough
your
damage,
auto attack
it'll be okay,
damage
but
and
just
speed
mechanically,
is
it's
increased
not
by
very
30% for
interesting.
seconds. That's cool, right? So check this freaking talent
Look
out,
at this
man.
thing out.
How many
Look at this.
times have I been playing Fury Warrior mode, man? Fury Warrior needs a cheat death, bro. Like Diablo Immortals Barbarian. Look at this thing.
Look at this.
Kill or be killed.
This is cool.
When you would sustain fatal damage,
This is cool.
you instead fly into an unstoppable rage, becoming unkillable, immune to CC. At least it says immune to moving parent effects, which I hope is all CC. Because if you can get this proc and they just like sheep you or stun you, it's gonna be kind of awkward. But if you're
Yeah.
literally immune to CC, that's insane. But it looks like you're probably just gonna be immune to like slows and roots. Anyway,
Very
becoming
cool.
unkillable and immune to movement and parrying effects for 8 seconds as you seek revenge on your would-be killer. If you kill your killer in that time, you emerge triumphant from your blind rage with at least 20% of your maximum health intact.
Isn't that cool?
If you are not victorious, you die. This effect can only occur
You,
in 5
if you
minutes. How cool is
you
that,
get like
man?
a cheat death where
How
you can
cool
like
is
kill
that?
your
Fury
opponent
Warrior
to
gets
live.
like a cheat death, like a
Isn't that awesome?
Tryndamere ult, or like a Barbarian from Diablo Immortal, like low health,
I think that's sick.
unkillable rage kind of thing. It's so sick. What's going to be a little bit annoying is when all the Fury Warriors and PGs are just running at me
Yeah.
to kill them. They don't get me a killing blow.
Yeah.
That's going to be annoying. But other than that, that's pretty sick. That's a very creative talent and very cool and very, very Fury Warrior.
I do like that.
If you're like 1v1ing somebody, like in a BG, and they kill you, or a World PvP, they kill you, it's like, yeah, think again, sucker. And then you can, like, you know, kill them before they kill you.
Yeah, that's
Remember,
funny.
you're going to have, like, Rallying Cry that lasts for a long time if you take this talent. And it's going to be on a 1-minute cooldown if you take this talent. It's going to give you Leech and movement speed for a while. You're going to have Last Stand proccing when you're low health, right? So that you're going to have all this extra HP, that nice little healing if you Rallying Cry before you hit Last Stand, right? And then you're going to have, at the end of all that, you're going to be an unkillable Berserker for 8 seconds, then see if you can finally kill your guy. So that, all together, sounds so sick for
Doesn't
Fury
it?
Warrior survivability.
I love that idea.
And then we also have Avatar.
That sounds fun.
And then Unbridled Ferocity is still the same.
That sounds
So,
fun.
I don't know if I really,
healing for
really
double-
deeply want to get into arms right now. but I
Bloodthirst
feel like I
healing when
can
you're in
show you
rage
guys
and
one
stuff,
thing.
or when it crits. Pretty cool.
Because Fury
Pretty
looks
cool.
awesome, and arms is looking like it's gonna be a little bit sad
Yeah.
due to this.
Arms looking a little
You have to pick
rough.
between freaking die by the sword, like your massive defensive cooldown, which is a 2-minute
Yikes.
cooldown now, by the way, or ignore pain.
Yikes.
Ouch, that's not nice.
You have to choose
That-
between
that can
die by the
change, though.
sword on a 2-minute
You
cooldown,
do
by
have
the way,
the
now,
ability to heal off of
and
enemies,
ignore pain
which is still cool.
for arms.
And so you can hide behind ignore pain for that. You do have
Yikes.
your veteran vitality.
Yikes.
And you do have last stand if you want it. So there's I think in general, some of the feedback may indeed be that they're trying to reduce cooldowns
Yikes.
across the board, and if that's the case, you know, no worries.
That's
Like,
rough.
having to choose between ignore pain, die by the sword is rough. And then when you look at Fury,
Fury's got a little
you're
bit
looking
more
at
juice.
Mountain Thane.
I didn't
and you're
actually
gonna
look
have
and
all
see
these
how
cool
what
like
the
ways to
cooldown on
rotate
Rage
between
Regeneration
your
was.
abilities.
I imagine it's 2 minutes, though.
and you're gonna have these cool kind of like defensive layers of like a ton of health, and then when that health finally fades and they maybe kill you, you just go into an unstoppable rage where you can have an additional 8 seconds to try to kill them.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that sounds pretty freaking awesome. I think Fury's sick. I think I have really been enjoying Fury and War Within.
I have indeed.
And I think that is going to continue.
It's going to be a Fury main, bros.
So far.
It's a Fury main. Thanks, Craigs. Take a look at some of the
we could
new Fury
talk
Warrior
about
stuff,
arms.
man.
I feel like I'd almost rather talk about arms in like a separate video.
And this is the alpha.
But yeah,
Thanks,
Fury's
brother.
looking awesome. I'm not sure what's going on with arms. We'll probably test both of them. But yeah, let me maybe show you guys a little bit of Fury gameplay. I mean, it looks really similar, but we could do like a little bit. But yeah, Fury's looking awesome. Arms is looking, you know, it's looking like it's got a chance. It's alpha. We're gonna get in there and test everything out. I just wanted to have a quick little Fury run through for you guys to post.
We're gonna be playing some alpha today
to get this information out to you guys. But once we can actually post videos about it, we'll be able to stream it, and we'll be able to play a lot of it and test a lot of it and talk about a lot of it. But yeah, so far, man, Midnight Fury is looking pretty sick, and we don't even know what the Apex talents are yet, so it's looking pretty good.
What's new to arms?
Maybe we'll go mow down a dungeon.
Somebody asked on the YouTube.
Get a feel for rotation.
Freshly nerfed.
We're gonna have to just go ahead and do like a little bit of questing because currently in follower dungeons, we are definitely scaled like way too high or something.
Let me link you guys this video.
We're gonna mess around.
Yeah, they don't have the Apex talents for
check out the new area
for Warrior in yet. They might have some for some classes, but here's the video, by the way. If you guys want to go give it a thumbs up for me, I'd appreciate that.
Well, hello.
I'll pump that bad boy up a little bit.
That's where it all begins. Spoiler alert. Obviously, you guys clicked on an alpha video. You're gonna get some spoilers, you know. But so far the starting thing has been pretty dang.
We're gonna play this today. We're gonna finish up the workout, get some food, and get to gaming.
Still want to record a little stuff for you guys.
Well, not really, because the gaming won't start until probably like noon today. I have some other stuff to do. Yeah.
Some of the stuff that's on the way.
Learn to do to get better gear.
And I'm very, very grateful once again.
If you're trying to be anti-social, you could just do delves to start.
To check things out. We're gonna be doing a little interview tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we have an interview.
So we'll have some
that we gotta do. So we'll do that, and then we'll get on the game for a little while after that.
Going into midnight, and all of that will be happening after the embargo has lifted.
Oh, that's a little loud, isn't it?
Time for you guys. But I am excited to share with you guys there too. I have pretty much just logged in and messed around a little bit of Warrior.
That was very loud.
But I am very excited to share my experiences with you guys as we kind of explore the game, you know. And a lot of those things will be kind of something that we can experience for the first time together on stream and stuff. But I'm, you know, definitely wanting to share with you guys the Fury stuff first things first. I'll tell you, just like a little preview. I do kind of want to talk about arms a little bit. We put a spec together for arms, and it does feel very similar. I feel like arms is kind of one of those specs that's like, it's okay.
But the 3 on front squat, nice.
I think it might be kind of due for like a rework, you know?
There's numbers good? Yeah, they definitely are. Can you tell? We're hitting for like thousands.
We did. This little barrier reminds me of Annihilation. Like, just uncontrolled.
So yeah, definitely squished. I think my character has like 61k health. At level 81.
Sorry, my UI is
so
kind of weird.
Yeah. I imagine they'll squish like every other expansion.
I'm trying to find some monsters to kill. Can we go kill some stuff?
You guys like the new health bars?
Fury game.
Check that out.
So what I'm playing right now is...
Look at the numbers.
Like Odin's Fury cleaver build. So you're going to have lots of bleeds on your targets. Everything's going to have like little extra bleed damage.
Did like no damage, and then we got weapon upgrades, and now we do more damage.
Nameplates too. It looked pretty cool.
So we'll probably be shredding that early game pretty good on our actual characters.
I think it might be kind of nice to have like the option to turn off the names in there, even though like my nameplate is kind of like that already.
What do you guys think about the default nameplate change?
I think it also shows like how much bleed damage you have on a target too. There's a slightly little darker.
I think it's okay. I still would probably rather have the name of the guy above the frame personally, rather than in the frame. It's not that big of a deal, but it makes it like a little harder to see.
Fury,
you know,
where you would stack a ton of crit and you'd be able to have like cold steel, hot blood on like everything all the time. That's kind of what this reminds me of. with the thunderclap
Yeah,
bleed,
the bleed
and
fury though, huh?
If you stack a bunch of
Kind of cool.
you're gonna have like the.
There was like a time where I think it was
time, which is gonna buff your
Dragonflight, where you'd have like a bleed on Rampage was
and then
part of your
you get,
set
whenever
bonus
you
at some
crit,
point.
you get a Bloodborne for a little while,
Kinda
right?
cool.
It says taking 20% additional damage from Bajheera, but that doesn't seem quite right. That's not probably what it should say.
Talking about the main?
This is the very first stage of alpha.
You're always gonna be fine maining anything, really. You just gotta play something that you like.
So,
But like every class is gonna be fine. If you play a tank or a healer, that's generally more in demand.
that stuff.
But
Right now, I'm just showing you guys what's up.
you really can kind of play anything you like, and you'll be fine.
I can show you guys just for fun. Slayer, actually, I think Odin's Fury still on cooldown.
Yeah, all those will be fine.
Good.
Paladin
feels pretty good.
Paladin
Feels
can
very
tank, heal, or DPS.
They're definitely
There's that.
on the War Within, right? They kind of establish the basics, and they're not doing like fast.
Like I said, tanks are pretty much
class
always
overhauls. Like in the past,
in
every
demand
expansion,
along with healers and stuff.
the classes were like completely different. I feel like that hasn't really been the case for the last couple.
Paladin might be a
that
good
allows
starting point.
the expansion's going and more content out more quickly. But I love War Within Fury, so I ain't complaining. Yeah, I just press on Fury again, can't help it. Slayer feels very similar, it's just you have little gaps in the rotation a little bit more, but I think as soon as you can spec for hack and slash, then you won't really have any gaps in your rotation anymore. I just think it's fun to have the built-in thunderclap thing, and now it also applies to Rend, which probably does like 0 damage. It's just kind of interesting that you can do it. Aren't these zones beautiful too? Game.
The new zones do look nice.
Not gonna do too much here because I don't want the video to get.
It's really
I
pretty.
just wanted to show you guys just a little bit of game.
I do want to play through this with you guys though. So I was all excited with the Ren ticks, but it was definitely.
I mean, it crit twice and it hit him really.
It was
hard.
definitely my
No. What's hitting him
my
hard?
little partner doing damage.
Yeah. Brand is doing nothing. Still kind of fun. And also, if you end up buffing your bleeds,
But your bleeds get buffed by rage and
your
stuff.
bleeds probably do more damage too, right? Yeah.
And we have Bloodborne up
Even so
fairly
that's the
frequently, it
thing,
looks
I'm
like.
not super worried about like damage tuning.
So
I'm just more like, how does it feel?
yeah, we're looking at the feel of the spec right now.
Is it cool?
The feel.
I'm excited about having bleeds and stuff. And yeah, I think it's kind of neat. So.
All right.
Looking forward to playing more of this, but yeah, I don't want the video to get too long. I wanted to show you guys the talents. I want to show
I don't
you
need
guys
the stream to get too long either. We just need to get in here and do something today.
But again, we're going to be streaming
A quick little something. But I gotta go get some food going, get ready for our little intro view,
We'll dive in together,
and
we'll see what's
keep
going
it pumping,
on.
all right? But there's the video for you guys. Go give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any questions
I think
there.
I'll definitely focus on.
Let me know in the chat what else you guys want to see.
Maybe play some
Other classes.
I know you guys like that, but
Um,
I'm just following my passion here, boys.
But yeah, we're gonna
I love me some warrior. and
keep the workout kind of short and chill today. We actually did kind of hit it hard. We did leg day, then like
that'll be where
the
I start.
arms with like a little bit of chest, I think.
And then we'll keep it pumping, man.
Right.
But Fury is looking
So
pretty
it is Wednesday.
if you ask me. Stain, I think, is also really fun for the avatar procs and all that other fun stuff too. Should be.
Yeah, we'll try to get some PvP stuff. I need to ask a little bit about the battleground.
All right, guys. Thanks for
I
watching.
think for my interview, I'll ask most about the
We're gonna have
battleground
you guys in the alpha as well.
and pray.
And,
I think
See you guys on stream. Peace.
that'll be the plan. But I'm gonna get out of here, get the food going, and get ready to rock for the interview. If you guys are interested in seeing some alpha stuff from me, make sure you keep tuned into the stream because we're gonna be playing that a lot today. That'll be the plan. All right. But thanks for watching for a quick workout, little warm-up sesh. Back at it again at around noon, which is in like 2 hours. Just got the little interview to knock out, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Peace.